Hey everybody, welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're going to talk about the movie The New Mutants. Hey everybody, welcome back to BK's Bullets. As always, I'm your host, Brent. Today we're going to be talking about The New Mutants. Yes, this is the long-delayed, maligned, poor film that is the end of the Fox Marvel Mutant saga. It's not really the end because it doesn't have anything to do with any of the other movies before, really. It's meant to stand on its own. They mentioned the X-Men, once or twice in the middle of the film, but does it have anything to do with Hugh Jackman or the Deadpool characters or anything like that? No. No, this movie is so off on its own that you could forget about it and throw it away and you'll never even know the difference. I was just reading the Wikipedia here because I was like, when was this movie supposed to come out? When did they shoot this? So apparently, and this is why the movie has problems, I think. Fox didn't believe in it, sounds like, and when they got bought by Disney, Disney didn't believe in it. And what they ended up putting out here on Blu-ray and digital or whatever, which is what I bought. I bought it it's on sale right now for $10. Figured, $10, how bad could it be? And now I'm like, $10, maybe I wish I'd spent that on something else. But they shot it in 2017, and it was originally supposed to be out. It was originally put. I don't know. It doesn't even say. It says it was pushed back to February 22nd, 2019. So when it was supposed to come out, I guess in 2018 at some point. But I remember we've seen trailers and trailers and trailers for this for like the last 3 years. So it was pushed back into 2019 and again and again and again. And then finally ended up in 2020. And we thought at the beginning of this year, hey, maybe this thing will actually come out. And then this stupid pandemic happens and this thing is never coming out. So eventually Disney Fox or whatever, dumped it August 28th, 2020. And here we are, 3 months later. It's out. You can watch it safely within the comforts of your own home if you really want to. Man, this is a waste of time. It's only an hour and a half, but it was so boring. They're clearly are hampered by budget, which is fine. I mean, you don't have to make a huge movie. But they didn't even use their budget to do anything other than maybe it was visual effects or something like that. Because it's set all within this insane asylum hospital type place. But you didn't even get like a lay of the land a little bit. Or, they didn't go outside of that at all. There's one scene, and then it's cut to the hospital, and the rest of the movie takes place there. Now, if you've seen movies like Shutter Island with Martin Scorsese directing, that's a great movie that takes pretty much place in one spot. This one, not so much. I think they just, I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to do. I don't know what they were doing, and I think, in general, the plot here is very weak. The plot centers around Danny Moonstar. Now, let's caveat. I'm not familiar with the New Mutants very much. I've read a little bit of comic books with Ileana in it, and a little bit with Rain from when she was in X-Force. Ileana shows up in X-Men now and again. I think Sunspot and Cannonball, they showed up in Hickman's Avengers run. So that's where I'm familiar with those characters, not from the New Mutants comic books. And I think this is based on a story called The Demon Bear. Clearly, that's like the main antagonist. But to find out the way that this film does it, spoilers, that the Demon Bear is just some like weird physical, mental manifestation from Danny Moonstar's like subconscious. And that okay, fine. That's fine. The problem that I had was the Demon Bear shows up at the end of the film, and it's not like a ghost or anything, which is kind of, I was thinking, like, it's a full-on bear. It chomps up the Doctor pretty quickly. But the only thing they had to do to defeat this bear was to wake up Danny Moonstar, and that's when I was like, I mean, I wasn't really enjoying it before then, but as soon as that became clear, I was like, I don't know, guys. Maybe you needed a different way about this. Because they don't even team up or anything. There's one or two scenes where they're all together, the kids, and they're finally starting to like each other because they're all so unlikable losers, or so unlikable because, oh, I've had such a rough life. Like, give me a break. Just give me some likable characters. And Danny Moonstar is meant to be the center of the film. Rain or Ron is supposed to be like the heart of the film or something like that. And you're not even like attracted to them as people. Because Danny Moonstar is so like bewildered and just like, where am I? What is all this? Who are you? And I have powers and it's just like, so boring. Everybody else not interested in each other as characters, and it's like not one person is really like these other four characters have been here for how long, and they still haven't become friends yet. It's a very weird place to be in. I would think if you're stuck with four other people for at least the span of a month, you'd be friends with them very quickly, especially if you're the only people in this entire hospital. And that was the other weird thing, that this doctor, Dr. Cecilia Reyes, was the only other person in this hospital than the four kids. So I'm like, I mean, you saw Sunspot. He was doing dishes like all the time. Every time you saw him, he was doing dishes, and I'm going, is that really all you can do, dude? Is dishes? Like, that's it? This film was bad. Like, Dark Phoenix was bad, but Dark Phoenix had all the characters from the other of the reboot X-Men movies that you were attracted to, that you liked, that you loved, that you wanted to see more of. And then unfortunately the film just fell apart, that Dark Phoenix film, that last one. Logan was good, obviously. Deadpool 2 was good. Those are the more recent ones. And then this thing comes in and is like, here's some new characters. We're going to make them all unlikable because X-Men are unlikable. And here you go. Hope you like them. Like, that's not how it works. You can have one or two characters be unlikable. Like, it stands to reason that if they wanted to make Ilyana Rasputin, who is, I don't even know her code name. If you want to make her, Magic is her code name. They don't even use it here. If you want to make her unlikable because she's the one with the bad attitude, great. But, like, make everyone else against her or something like that. So it gives her a character turn at the end of the movie and redeems her or something like that. But since all these characters are off in their own corners and all basically have the same attitude toward each other, it's really boring to watch because you know that there's no bonding whatsoever happening. And even the stuff that happens between Danny Moonstar and Rain is just so it's not good at all. So I can see why this thing got pushed and pushed and pushed. And I'm reading this Wikipedia article right here in front of me, and it says that they planned to do reshoots. And the film got pushed and pushed and pushed again, and they couldn't line up the actors' schedules to do the reshoots. Not even the insert shots that they originally planned. Not even, like, every movie, I guess, nowadays plans to do reshoots and plans to come back and, do some pickups after you put it together the first cut. They didn't even get to do that on this film. So it's clear that this is just a finished assembly cut, if you would, where the visual effects were finished and they put it out because, I guess, of COVID and everything else. But, like, even before then, you couldn't get this together in 2019 of all years to get something going, or in green screen. That's just bizarre, I guess you would say. It's bizarre. And the fact that they put it out, I guess it must have been a contractual thing. Like, we have to put this movie out. It's in the contracts that it's going to get a theatrical release for all these young actors. And I feel bad for them. I mean, Anya Taylor-Joy is having a great year, apparently, with The Queen's Gambit, the chess series on Netflix. I feel bad for Maisie Williams from Game of Thrones. I really liked her on that show. She's not so likable in this. There's the guy that always looks high from Stranger Things, the big brother of the kid who always has the bad stuff happening to him. He's he's here too, looking high, playing the same character. There's some guy playing Sunspot who I've never seen before, playing the asshole, but they're all assholes. So it's just, I don't know, not interesting at all. So save yourself the $10. Avoid New Mutants. If it comes on Disney Plus at some point in time, then check it out. But do it while you're mowing the lawn and wrapping dishes, doing dishes, wrapping presents, whatever you're doing. This is totally skippable. So here I am. I did a service for you. You're welcome. Hopefully next time we'll have something better to talk about that I did like. Anyways, let me know down below what you thought of New Mutants and if you're going to plan on seeing it or not. And as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. We are closing in on 200 subscribers. So keep it up. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.